Good morning, good morning. How's it going, guys? Welcome to the chat. Getting an early start. Think I'm still waking up. How's everybody doing? Kapow. Yeah, I didn't do the pre-setup on this one, so we'll give it a few minutes to get going. Yep, another Sunday morning. Hope everybody's having a good day. Good start to the day, good weekend. Probably take a minute for the coffee to kick in, but yeah, what else have we got going on? Not too much. Yep, another day in paradise. Get a few knives out here, get the thing going. Might as well take the sheath off, right? Kapow, wakey wakey, everyone. Wonder, I was up late talking Irish John last night. Wow, what's everybody carrying today? Nick Martino, how you doing, brother? Welcome to the chat. How's life treating you, brother? Yep, definitely was a late night for me. But yeah, no complaints. All is good. I know. Yeah, Grumpy Grunt's gonna be live today. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I caught him in his live on Thursday. So, oh, I'm doing pretty good, Nick. Yeah, it's still in the game. Can't complain. Um, yeah, life is pretty good. Could be worse. Yeah, another fatality in skydiving this week. The other day, down in Georgia, low altitude under canopy collision, resulting in a low unrecoverable cutaway. I think it was avoidable, but low jump numbers too. If I remember, it was 163rd jump. A woman that was 48 years old. So yeah, I think it was avoidable. I don't know exactly which equipment was involved, but I'm gonna give a shout out to United Parachute Technologies and the Skyhook. Kind of complicated bit. It's a pretty simple piece of equipment, but had it been used in this case, I think the results would have been different. So, but yeah, man, I guess yeah, out of skydiving now, but I guess somehow I just can't avoid it. Do they pass the keel test? I don't even know what the keel test is, man. Dexter Boldy, hi, how you doing? Yeah, no clue what a keel test is. Yeah, not a clue. I'm thinking about it, but not sure. But yes, it just remember if you're gonna play stupid games, you could win stupid prizes. Um, oh, in front of the jet. Well, man, this is MSR stand, canister stand. Um, Yeah, these are way better than what comes with the jet boil. It's got a little lock in right there. So much wider base, much more stable. And it'll fit any size canister as well. Um yeah, am I showing that well? Yeah, these are yeah, I meant to bring that up. One of a piece of gear that won't break the bank. But yeah, definitely much better than what comes with the jet boil. Much wider, much more stable. Yeah, yeah, Nick, I've got the same thing. I mean, yeah, everybody that gets a jet boil pretty much has one of those. But yeah, these are, man, I don't know how much they are. Maybe like $7 or $8, or like 7.95 or something. Um, but yeah, it's got this little slide lock here, and it'll fit all three size canisters. But way more stable than the jet boil one. It just doesn't pack into the jet boil the way the jet boil one does. But yeah, definitely worth the investment. And yeah, it's actually a piece of gear that will break the bank. Greg, Greg Vanderlip, welcome to the chat, my man. How you doing? In fact, I think I'm being a bit of a poser right now. Actually, yeah, I am. Yeah, this is the jet boil, the 1 liter tall cup. I've got the whatever it is, the mini mo or something. Yeah, this one's empty. But yeah, I definitely like the 1 liter version. Gives you a little bit better room. Yeah, the old pressure Primus. Man, I was using a stove for years and years. I don't even know what it is. Well, it's an MSR one, but I don't know which model. Had it for like 15 years. Northwoods Press, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. D1 Edits, how you doing? Welcome. Yeah, I think I finally switched. I needed an upgrade. I like the boil time of the jet boil. So I got into that. I haven't used the jet boil nearly as much. I've had the old MSR stove out here a few times. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, this is my older kit. The it's MSR, man. I hate these plastic MSR lids. This is actually, I tried cleaning it, but they never come clean. Eventually, they just look like trash. But yeah, maybe one of you guys knows which model my stove is. I don't know. This thing's like, oh, well over 15 years old or so. Um, yeah, this one here, it's a MSR model. Who knows? We're real technical here, man. I know it works. That's the important part. But I got this one because I got a bad habit of cooking in the vestibule. So the ones that mount on top of the canisters end up being too high, and this one connects remotely, so it was a lot lower. But yeah, I use this thing forever. MSR stoves are pretty durable, pretty decent stuff. Hoggy, how you doing? Good morning, man. Welcome to the chat. How's life been treating you, buddy? Dead poet, you want to have yeah, Dead Poet. Yeah, not sure what to think of you, dude. Northwoods Press, what's happening? Welcome to the chat. How you doing, guys? Yeah, it's the old tool. Yeah, yeah. This is the jet boil that I switched to. I can't, whichever one. It's the mini mo or something. It does have the adjustable. It's not like the flash. It's the flash. It's either off or on. There's no happy medium. It does come with the the multi, so you can put any pot on there instead of just using the jet boil lock on. Um, I do like the fuel stores in there, but whatever's clever. Um, yeah, this is the one that comes with it, and this one is just kind of the stand here. Not as functional, not as stable. The little plastic one, so yeah. Yeah, we were on this stand. I don't even know why I still put the orange one in there. I think you got to keep all the original parts, right? But yeah, I've never actually used this stand here. Not even entirely sure. Yeah, maybe this is why I don't use this one, because it sucks. Yeah. um Malfunction. I'm doing okay, still in bed. Yeah, man, I'm vertical, but yeah, not I don't know why. Yeah, like I said, I was up late talking with Irish John, having a blast. Oh, yours is black. Yeah, that's I guess the orange is cool if you don't accidentally leave it behind or something. But yeah, not a fan of this little version. Definitely not. You should always have a P51 in there, right? A can opener. No point in using your knife as a can opener. It wasn't meant for that. Yeah, so anybody got anything planned for today, or how's everybody's day looking? Yeah, I was man, I don't know why, but yeah, for some reason the YouTube algorithm decides to tell me a lot about skydiving. I really don't even watch any of the videos or anything. I never really I'm not a great advocate for skydiving. It's not a spectator friendly sport. Like you really can't watch people in free fall. I mean, even when you know what you're doing, when you know what you're looking for, it's just not spectator friendly. Now, if I can get this jet boil back together, um, that'll be the miracle of the day. I think I got it though. But yeah, I haven't really used this thing either yet. I just kind of, I think the jet boil, it boils water highly effective. That's its job. Like if you're going to do any serious cooking, it's, the jet boil may not be the thing. Does it go this way? No, we're going to call that, no. Epic failure. No, we got it. We got it. This and then this? Yeah, that'll work. That's good enough. And the other thing I found to be a piece of crap with the jet boil line is the French press. This thing, I don't even know where the handle went to. But doesn't matter how careful you are, whatever, you always end up with the coffee grounds in the water. So yeah, gotta come up with a plan B. Maybe just instant coffee or something. But yeah. Yeah, Hoggy's asking anybody like the Mora Bushcraft forest? Pat, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. B&A's up in here. How you doing, brother? We're just yeah, we're just playing with gear at this point. Nothing wrong with that. Speaking of Pat, where'd my knife go? Wow, yeah, did you ever just not get enough sleep and then you're trying to figure life out? Yeah, sleep deprivation is a thing. Not always a fun thing, but it's a thing. Um, yeah, we're just putting this back together. Anybody get out do anything this weekend? It's been rain. Like it pretty much rained here most of the weekend. We did have some sunshine yesterday, but it was short lived. And yeah, man, the temperature dropped. It went from yeah, it was in the 90s all week, and then it went down to the 60s. What happened to global warming, right? Like, man, I feel like I should be more north for this hypothermia weather. But it is what it is. Oh, we should get the U.S. flag back out here, right? Get a little swag going. Making water right on. Yeah, I'm gonna need bean water intravenous infusion. Like, yeah. Who's that guy? Use a mocha pot for my coffee on the right on the hike. Yeah, man, sometimes I just throw a couple cans of Monster drink in there. I'm getting well, it's not lazy. It's high efficiency. That's what it is. Yeah, much quicker to just crack one of those open. Yeah, rain, cold. Yeah, New Hampshire, man. I don't know what's up with the weather. I don't know what's up with a lot of things, but we're rolling with it. French press because I hate myself. Oh, later, Hoggy. Take care, man. Thanks for swinging by, dude. We'll catch you later, I'm sure. I put Red Bull in my Four Loco. Man, they're still making that Four Loco. I don't know, man. That stuff's a little bit that's too extreme for me. Yeah, I don't know what they put in that stuff, but it makes people crazy. Didn't they make it like you can't even? Maybe it's Florida or something. But I heard there's some places they don't even sell that Four Loco stuff. Jesse Williams, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Oh, thanks for subscribing, man. We definitely appreciate it. Secret ingredient hot dog water. Yeah, well, drop your instant coffee in the hot dog water. That's crazy. Did you ever try hot dogs that have been cooked in beer? That's a thing. That's actually it's pretty delicious. Jesse, depends on which one. They're typically they range from like two and a quarter, two and a half. Um, yeah, I think that like the tier one BC is somewhere around the three and a quarter, 350. It depends on options. Yeah, it depends on like scale material, whether it's PVD or satin finish is the variable. Pretty typical. We cook brats and beer sometimes on the yeah. Oh, Ender, thanks for the super chat, man. We definitely appreciate it. Yeah, 100. Yeah, yeah, definitely 100. Yeah. I wish they were that inexpensive, but thanks to rapid inflation and everything, yeah, I don't think anything's that cheap anymore. I grabbed some prime steaks yesterday. Gonna grill them today. Yeah, I have no clue what we have planned for dinner. I gotta speak to the missus. Um, yeah, we didn't even talk about that this morning. Yeah, she got up. Yeah, Mrs. Bushcraft had to go into work early today, so yeah, I would like to cook on the grill. Yeah, Delmonico's. Yeah, definitely quality cut there. Yeah, Jesse, I don't know, man. I don't know everybody's economy. I can't afford my knives anymore. Um, well, thanks for stopping by, dude. Later. Um, yeah, I guess that comes and goes in life, right? I think more people can afford more. They just the instant gratification kicks in. You know, Yeah, it's always I don't know. You know, the guy that says he can't afford a $300 knife, but he's got eight $50 knives. You just had to make different decisions. You can afford it. Oh yeah, they're not just they're beautiful, but they're highly functional. But yeah, I always buy once, cry once kind of thing. Um, yeah, you'll never catch me with 300 knives or 400 knives or any of that stuff. I'm just not that into it. Yeah, I'd rather have a smaller quantity but a higher quality. And yeah, Phobos Knives has got a great warranty and everything. So yeah, if you did have a problem with the knife, it's a buy once, cry once kind of thing. Yeah, or you pay more than twice. I've been through my fair share of knives and things like that in this world, and yeah, if I knew then what I know now, it'd be a little bit different. Yeah, no, yeah, I'm just a quality guy. It comes from it's an occupational side effect of being a parachute rigger. Is once you start to recognize quality, that's exactly where you want to go. Exactly, Nick. Yeah, no one has half the battle. Yo, Joe. Anybody watch that lately? Um, Nostalgic stuff. Welcome back to the 80s, guys. Nothing wrong with the 80s either. Anybody watch any of that Gen X stuff? You know what it was like growing up in the 80s? It's some pretty entertaining stuff. We were stupid back then, but we what in the hillbilly is this? I don't know, dude. What do you want it to be? We're willing to accommodate. Oh, the wall, yeah. When the blue-haired moon kind of coming is that out rude? Yeah. Yeah, there's a shortage of manners nowadays thanks to the internet. Yeah, back in the day, if somebody walked up rude as hell, we'd just slap them upside the head, right? But there's a shortage of that going around nowadays, and they get away with saying whatever they want on the internet. We see it here all the time. Legendary Princess, good morning. How you doing? Got a real deal by real steel. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's and I can't figure it out. Yeah, there's a shortage of polite nowadays. I try. I don't know. I'm done turning the other cheek. You know. Yeah. An eye for an eye kind of thing nowadays. I think it's amazing how YouTube will change you. Are the bases good for skull crushing? Yeah. In fact, they're specifically yeah. There's an attitude adjuster there. You can check the density of a coconut for sure. I wouldn't want. Yeah, see, you've got a less than lethal approach. Yeah, no men anymore, just little boys. Are these real comments? Yeah, they're yeah, I'm not sure what the man. Sometimes, yeah, I've talked to a few people about it. Sometimes you got to wonder, is the juice worth the squeeze? Man, I get harassed by a lot of people. I know, I earn the hate sometimes, but no, not really. I just give my opinion, and I know a lot of people out there that are butthurt because of my perspective on cheap Chinese imports. But yeah, see, what's up with that guy? You all right, man? Go tell mommy you need a hug. Tell her you're a deprived little degenerate shit, and you need a hug. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The truth tends to be the biggest thing out there, or lack of it nowadays. And just like I don't know. I think I'm gonna coin that somehow. Maybe I'll put it on a shirt. Um, yeah, we have a lot of people in this country that have given their life in the fight of communism, and now there's a bunch of shitbag YouTubers that finance China, finance communism. I don't understand that American mentality. Hey, honey, how you doing? Just stopping in to say hello and back to work. Everybody say hello to Miss Bushcraft real quick. She's spending her break here. I wonder if she caught the part where I was calling that person like a worthless, degenerate piece of shit. I don't know. I probably should start behaving. Maybe not. I don't know. We're rolling with it, guys. But yeah, we got all the important people up here, all the regulars. We're having fun. We're talking about gear, talking about stoves, right? The stuff men talk about when they have the time. We got Americans financing domestic terrorism. Gotta love this country. Yeah, it's none of the Americans here. It is that turd nugget there. The heiress of Walmart there. What's her name? Sharon Walton or something like that. Yeah, she threw in a quick 100 million or something to the degenerates out there in California. With Governor Newscom. Um, yeah, we got those kind of. There are, yeah. So boycott Walmart. Walmart is just adding to the degeneracy of this country. But hey, yeah, let's support deportation. If you're not here legally, get out. Yeah, what do we got going on? Yeah, I think Michael's just one of those special needs kids. Mommy didn't give him enough attention growing up, and Daddy wasn't around, and he comes into random live chats and says worthless things, trying to get a rise out of people, trying to look like somebody, but really we all know he's nobody. Like, yeah, I don't understand it. There's a massive group of losers in this country. They should probably get deported as well. Love it or leave it, right? Been boycotting Walmart with Amazon for years. Yeah, I do my best to do that as well. Yeah. Bad troll game week. Yeah, yeah. He found the wrong live chat. We like to troll the trolls here, so bring it on there, little dude. Yeah, once again, Michael showing how little he knows. You poor little thing. You all right? Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Do some venting, man. Does it make you feel better? Does it make you feel like a big boy? Because you ain't a man, that's for sure. Yeah, if you don't like American, then you won't like me either. Exactly. Your therapist will help. I don't need a therapist, man. I'd probably send the therapist running. I got more issues than Playboy, but I really don't care. Yeah, exactly. You got your troll game is weak, buddy. Go practice some more with your little blue haired friends. Not a man said hi. See you, Michael. Was it Michael or Michelle? I don't know. I didn't pay that much attention. And yep. Pat gets 2 points for today. Quick, quick Sage 5 salute. How's the Sage 6 been treating you, Pat? You still digging it? What else do we have for nice? We should we'll bring out the tier 1C as well. I don't take this one out too often. I don't know why I took these out though. Now, how's that for some American steel, guys? You doesn't get much better than this at all, does it? How's the chest rig build coming along, brother? It's coming along, man. I'm kind of waiting for the a sale to come up to add some of it. I'm hoping to catch something on the 4th of July. But yeah, I got a couple of things definitely involved. Definitely playing. I don't, man. I don't know if I'm gonna call it the. It's a whole. It's like an overall build, you know. I buy knives for my three boys. Right on, yeah, man. Like my grandfather, I think gave me my first knife, and then yeah, it's just yeah, I don't even know where all those knives went. I think I've lost most of the knives in my life. No, I know I have. Yeah, weird. Just keeping up with the lives here. Can I have one? Yeah, man. Said Taco. I wish I could be passing out knives. The day will come though. We do a giveaway here occasionally, but not too often. It's not a giveaway based channel, so it's more like a social and informational base. But we do giveaways from time to time. I'm looking forward to the day I can give away some Phobos knives. I'm gonna do the same rather than passing out a $30 or $40 Chinese knife every week or something. Yeah, we're just gonna save up and we'll pass out a Phobos knife. Um, don't forget to smash the like button. Hey, yeah, honey. Before you go, what did you have anything planned for dinner? I have no clue. We didn't talk about that this morning. I'm still waking up from not going to sleep. If that makes sense. Well, we could have a power outage. Maybe I don't know. Things are flickering. I did the same. My boy is jail. Oh, the far left. Yeah, this is the tier 1 mini, and it's CPM 154 steel. This has got orange G10 liners, OD green micarta scales. Definitely, yeah. I enjoy it. Nice little EDC too if you're looking for something discreet. And depending on what your state laws are, only 3.5-inch blades, so it's compatible with most state laws. Yeah, that would be the Calcula and the Tier 1 BC. The Tier 1 BC rocks. State of confusion. Oh, took out chicken strip so I can try the new Oh yeah, that's right. That new recipe you were showing me. All right, guys. I may be asking somebody to invite me over for dinner. Depends on how dinner goes. It's something new. You never know. Yeah, I'm just kidding. It'll probably be good. Like chicken's good. You just throw stuff on it. You're solid. Oh, Prime Prepper. Yeah, the Tier 1 BC. Yeah, this would be. I think my. That choose one and run unrealistic YouTube knife scenario. Yeah, this this would be the choose one and run type knife for sure. This one's Magna cut like 11 1/4 overall. It's got a little bow drill divot built in, so if you do find yourself in a situation with a friction fire, that's one major component you don't need. And it's also got a great little ferrocium rod notch, which we don't use in the house on Friday nights. Got an extra steak here, Tom. Let me know. Yeah. Steak over chicken. Geez, Pat, you're gonna get me in trouble. I'm gonna ditch Mrs. Bushcraft for the steak with Pat on the grill. Just a few hour drive, right? I don't know what that would be. I think somewhere's around 4 hours from here, 4.5 or so. No, actually, Pat, she really isn't. She's. I wouldn't quite use the word chef. Um, Especially a Papa Rhino around, we shouldn't use the word chef. She has lucky days cooking, and she has some days we order pizza. But hey, that goes for me too. I'm no Chef Boyardee myself. If anything, I'm the ghetto gourmet man. So we torture each other with mediocre cooking on a regular basis. Um, but yeah, that keeps the love going. You know, we're not trying to outdo each other either. You know, we're both mediocre at best, and yeah, there are times where like yeah, we're gonna go ahead and order pizza now. Um, so yeah, that's how we roll around here, man. We're you're gonna sleep on the couch tonight. Yeah, problem. I do. That's why I think I keep the man cave. Um, yeah, I think that's why she allows the man cave. It's like you got some place to sleep. Stop your complaining. The Tier One BC is almost like the movie The Hunted. A good movie. Matt's Lock Shop. How you doing, brother? Welcome to the chat. Hey, anybody who hasn't entered any of Matt's giveaway things, go ahead and do it. He's I think today's the last day, right, Matt? Yeah, he's got a couple different giveaways. You can win yourself a very cool fire kit. Don't enter the new lock picker category thing too, because I'm in that one. But yeah, if you haven't checked out Matt's Lock Shop, he's a fellow airborne guy too. So yeah, we got to look out for each other. Um, the second one on the left looks like my fishing knife. Yeah, second one on the left is the Tier One Mini, and this is also in CPM 154. It's got the solid scales instead of the skeletonized ones. 4-inch blade instead of the 3.5. This is came out. This is the predecessor to the Tier One Mini Mini. Some places only allow a 3.5-inch blade. So Eric had a lot of requests to make a version of this knife that would be meet that 3.5-inch blade requirement. So yeah, the Tier One Mini came out, and then the Mini Mini, and this is the Gen 3. I actually kapow. I have the this is the Gen 2, which is obviously no longer available now that the Gen 3 is out. So you can see the difference. When he changes, it's not something like, oh, we're going to change this by a 16th of an inch. He makes a pretty solid change to his knives. So yeah, the Gen 2 on the left and the Gen 3 on the right here. But yeah, Phobos Knives is everybody here knows it's my favorite brand of knives. I've done my looking around, I've done my shopping, but yeah, if I'm on the market for a knife, I'm going with the Phobos knives for sure. I'm gonna take the slow hike over. Yeah, definitely, Pat. Yeah, get the kids out, man. The kids get less screen time, more outdoor time in this modern world. I think that's something that a lot of kids are missing out on. Yeah, actually, I'll probably put that one away because it's just not available. And he is coming out with. I'm not sure when it's coming out, but he's coming out with a Gen 3. This is the Tier One C Gen 2. Yeah, how's that fitting on the screen, guys? And this one is a CPM 3V. It's a full 0.25-inch spine here. It's a hefty, like a light chopper. Awesome knife. I can't wait to see the Gen 3 version. This one's a semi-custom one that Eric did up for me. This is when I first met him back in 2019. And yeah, just an outstanding knife. Light chopper, the whole knife. Yeah, great all around. Well, I think one of my all-time favorite knives, and my only knife I ever got that's custom. This one does have a convex grind. I don't think that the Gen 3 is going to be convex. I think it's going to be like I'm not sure, like a standard grind or something. My biggest knife is a World War II German Russian knife. Oh, cool, man. Do you know what make it is, or what is it a bayonet or just a field knife or something, or still have U.S. Kershaws? Yeah, yeah, Nick. I like the CPM 3V. Pretty good steel. It's like a happy medium. It has great edge retention, still reasonable to sharpen stuff like that. Like, yeah, I'm definitely a fan of the newer steels. I can do without the older stuff. The older stuff, yeah, or the easier stuff to sharpen. I don't get into that, man, because they're all the same to sharpen. You just change the tools. I've been through this, yeah, with the super steels that are more difficult to sharpen, allegedly. They're not really harder to sharpen. There's nothing changes about the technique or anything. You just change the equipment. So instead of using a standard like little stone, you use a diamond plate, and the sharpening is the same. Um, yeah, yeah. Three V is stainless. It can, I guess it can still rust. I haven't had a problem with mine. You know, you got to do the PMCS, man, preventive maintenance checks and services. Maintain your kit, and you won't have that problem. I just lost my sharpeners, guys. I don't know where I put them. I got those diamond sharpeners. Oh, here they are. Oh yeah. Yeah, so this, oh, where's the package so I can show you guys the package? It's yeah, it's always amateur hour here. But we'll get there eventually. I don't think I ever want to get real technical. If I get too organized, guys, unsubscribe. I'm lying to you. I got somebody helping me out. Yeah, if I get too organized with this. I kept the packaging, man. I'm not a keep the packaging guy, but for your benefit, I've kept the packaging. So they got these trend. I talked about these a little bit on Friday. Um, these are yeah, here we go. The front of the package and the back. These are little like credit card size, almost like the survival cards, um, diamond sharpening plate. And I guess I've talked a lot, even like I've talked to Kyle Kinley about this and stuff. But there's a difference between the poly and the monocrystalline or whatever. Um, but yeah, so you can get these in like they have three different grits. I only got two of them. This is the 180 and the 300 grit. 300 and 600, and then they have a third one that's 600 and 1000. Not 600 and 1000. 600 on one side and 1000 on the other side. But these are like what you would use for that. They're so impossible to sharpen super steels and stuff. And they're like the perfect little credit card size bling bling. This is the 300 and the 600. Now, if you wanted to like cover the whole range, you only have to get two. You can get the 180 with the 300 side, or you can get and then get the 600 and the 1000. The middle size, the 300 and 600, they kind of end up overlapping. So, or you can just get one. Depends if you just want to be able to hone it up, or if you want to be able to throw a whole new edge on there. But as far as field sharpening goes, yeah, credit card size little diamond plates. I forget what the thickness is, like 1/32 of an inch thick. So yeah, they're not gonna. It's pretty solid. It's not gonna bend real easy or anything like that. Very very cool stuff. So yeah, and how many people have dropped like a really nice Arizona stone and broke it, right? Like these are not gonna. If you drop it, you're not gonna break it. So that's an advantage over the diamond plate. The diamond plate has over the stone. Yeah, yeah, Pat. Diamonds are a must for sure. Super steel sharp and fine. Just take a little more than or other cheap softer steels. Yeah, ceramic rod for honing. Yeah, I got to get into the ceramic rod. Sad Taco's back. Welcome back, man. Yeah, 4V. I'm totally a keep the packaging person. Yeah, Nick, so I am sometimes, but more often than not, I toss the packaging. And you know how like when when people are selling a knife, they're like, you got the box, and that can be a game breaker. I find that if you burn all your boxes, people are less likely to buy your knife. So, way to maintain and keep your collection: burn the boxes. Yeah, I'm gonna get into that pack because they have a 2x6 stone, and I got to talk to one of the leather guys or something because I don't want to be buying a whole bunch of tools. Here, we can put this out here, right? We know what we're doing. But Captain, I'm giving her all she's got, and the 180 and 300 one comes in a little red sleeve. The the other one comes in a black sleeve. I don't know what the 600 and the 1000 is because the company Trend. It's actually a woodworking company, but they make great diamond stuff. They're out of England, but they don't sell direct anymore. And I could only find them on Scamazon. And this is why they're Scamazon because I bought these two, right? And then the third one, I'm like, I'll pick that up later. We'll see how it goes. Well, that one went from like $24 all the way up to like $49 because I guess Scamazon. They're like, oh, you spent the money on this, and if you want the third one now, we're gonna rape you on it. Oh, you can't say that word on YouTube. My bad. We're gonna shaft you on this deal. And so yeah, now I'm gonna wait for the price to come back down before I buy. It's got to come back down to what it was, like $24. The 180 and 300 grit one was like $20. The 300 and 600 grit one was like $15, and then the other one was like $24 and change. But then, like I said, it shot all the way up to like $49. So yeah, Scamazon. I'm not in a rush to get it. So I figure these are emergency sharpeners or something, if I'm going to do something quick outdoors while I'm out there. And yeah, this is part of the chest rig kit. Definitely going in the chest rig. Let's see if I can even get the. Yeah, here it is. Do you find it difficult to hold them, those sharpening cards? No, not really, Nick. I haven't used them too much, but it's no different than one of those, 1 inch by 2.5 or 3 inch little sharpening stones that, yeah, it's a little bit awkward, but yeah, you could always, set it down on something relatively flat and work from it from there or something. LC Melmaniac, how are you doing, man? We're doing pretty good. Yeah, yeah, Nick. I'll find out more as time goes on, but I'm just in it like it's nothing I'm gonna sit there and like really, put like a super edge on the knife. Um, but it's something I can throw in the chest rig that if I need to do some sharpening, I can. Even if you're fishing or something, you're gonna sharpen a hook or whatever. Nice little piece of kit to have. And then yeah, we're gonna play with it a little bit more as we go along. The other thing I have is a 2x6 inch steel plate, and this is kind of gonna go more in the pack. And it comes with like a little eraser type thing for cleaning out the diamond grit. It has a little non-slip mat thing, and then this is yeah, it's 2x6 inch. I want to say like 5/16 or something thick. Steel plate, and this is where we're going to get into the stropping thing. This one comes in, it's 300 grit on one side, diamond plate, and 1000 grit on the other side. And my plan with this is going to strop as well. And what I want to do is have make a 2 inch by 6 inch leather, because it's a steel plate, and then put some thin magnet on the other side. Like thin magnet like this, but you can buy this magnet in like sheets. So if I glue the 2 by 6 inch leather strip to a magnet, and then throw the magnet on here, and you got yourself a nice little 2 by 6 stropping paddle. It's got two sides, so you can put two of those on there. You can do one just straight leather, and then the other one with some type of compound or something, whatever you're using. Spray some gunny juice on there, some stroppy stuff if you want to support Neves. Whatever wets your whistle. So yeah, some 2 by 6 inch leather stropping, magnetic stropping is what I want to do with this. So then you have four options. You have the 300 grit, the 1000 grit, and then like two obvious options for stropping. So that's my plan with this as far as like backpack sharpening goes. Yeah, 3M sells it. Yeah, magnetic sheets. Yeah. So and then it's got the little pouch and everything. Whoops. We've made a mess again. So yeah, once you put the leather on there, it'll also protect your diamond plate as well. Kapow! So you'll have like you'll be able to like sharpen, hone your knife, whatever you need to do while you're out there playing Cupcake Commando. But yeah, that is this is a little bit weighty though. I'm not gonna lie, this is not Graham Weenie friendly, guys. So anybody looking for the ultra lightweight, super duper, my entire house backpack kit weighs 2 kilograms, man. This ain't this ain't for you. It's got a little heft to it, so if you don't mind it, I got to get a scale thing and we can start weighing this. But I always feel awkward when you like want to go in and buy a scale and you're like, oh, I'm just weighing small heavy stuff, and I'd like to see that in grams. Wait, mate, yeah, yeah, exactly. Everybody, stop being a bunch of sissies, man. Like it's okay to carry weight. I think, man, I think that ultra lightweight Graham Weenie stuff causes a lot of fatalities in the outdoor community. Yeah, there was. I think I talked about it recently. There was a father daughter fatality at Mount Katahdin right over in Maine, and it was exposure hypothermia once again. And if they just had like a standard kit, a couple of hand warmers and a space blanket, they'd probably still be here. It's just that simple. But oh, that stuff is gonna weigh 4 ounces, man. We're like way above 28 grams. There's no way. So yeah, and the Graham Weenie mentality save a life. It's just for cocaine and fentanyl. Pat, they broke the mold with you, brother. But hey, that would be a good way to finance your YouTube channel, wouldn't it? Yeah, yeah, I've gone on day hikes with some friends, and I'll throw a backpack on while they're walking around with a bottle of water. They're like, "Oh, dude, what do you need all that stuff for?" It's like, well, I really don't need it, but if I need it, I have it. There's the minimum. There's a lot of those videos on YouTube, man. Like, oh, what I carry for a day hike. I might have to start doing some of that stuff. Like, what I carry, and it depends on where I'm at. Like what I throw in a day pack when I was in Nevada is completely different than when I'm in Florida. And likewise, I carry different stuff in Florida than when I'm in New Hampshire. You know, um, yeah, those desert areas, the big thing with those is, water, obviously. But that's not a problem in New Hampshire or Florida, having a little water filter or something. Like, yeah, if I go out in Nevada, it's, 3, 4 liters of water is what I'm carrying. Um, at at least three to 5 liters of water, maybe depends on what I'm doing. But yeah, if I'm going out day hiking in New Hampshire, I'm cool going with the Grail Ultra Press, and maybe my 1 liter bottle or something. But I know I'm going to hit enough spots where I can get water that I don't need to carry, a gallon plus of water. But yeah, out in Nevada or something in that area, Arizona, those really hot, dry places where you don't have as frequent access to water. Yeah, that's when you want to carry a lot. Yeah, so your geography. I'll stop rambling. Your geography is going to dictate what your day pack is carrying. Um, 20 stabbing with those pens. No, you idiot. Do I do any stabbing with the? What's wrong with you, man? Very penis tongue. Yeah, yeah. Just try, try to act like a grown up. I know it's a challenge. Extended adolescence is a thing. Some of these kids can't even wipe their own butt until they're 25 now. But it's important they experience childhood. It's important that they become adults too. Adult up. It's always the icebreaker questions. Yeah, dude, it sounds more like you're in Melbourne. Yeah, it sounds more like you do too many dabs. No, yeah, I'm not even gonna give you that much credit. Somebody that did that many dabs would be like, "Hey, man, nice shiny stuff." Yeah, I don't know. There's something wrong with the world today. I'll tell you what it is. Yeah, what's lame is your very existence, dude. If you don't like what we're doing, just scroll away, man. Scroll away. You're not impressing anybody. If anything, you're making yourself look the fool. But hey, we got plenty of them that come in here and do that. No, I don't have any Randall knives, man. No, no Essies. Sorry, dude. Yeah. Um, I've got Spartan blades and Phobos knives, predominantly Phobos knives. I kind of I like the Phobos design, but yeah, I don't get into like the 300 brands of knives because that I'm just reading the back of the package or something. Yeah, I'm trying to like live the experience and be a genuine person on YouTube. Where yeah, if you've got 300 knives, you're only using one a day. Um, yeah, I just have a few knives, and I have a problem trying to like which one do I use, which one gets the most amount of use and the least amount of use, and all that. So I collect Johnny knives. That's cool. Do you have anything Damascus steel? No, I don't. I don't have anything Damascus. Um, Probably won't either. I don't. I know that there's modern versions of it, but genuine Damascus, they lost the recipe for that years ago. So um, yeah, it's pretty stuff though. It really is. Some of it's really nice, but try breaking in this is free. Yeah, okay. My friend waited 6 years for his Randall. Yeah, yeah, man. I don't think I could ever wait that long for a knife. Yeah, like even it isn't Winkler knives. They have like a pretty long wait. Even like I'm digging T-Cal, but the 3 to 6 month wait is. But yeah, I try not to get into too many brands. It's do you want to be a jack of all trades or master of one? I'd pick the master of one. And I speak from experience, so yeah, that's how I roll. I'm kind of like a one brand wonder. I'm not gonna lie. When I find something I like, I stick with it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm open to new options, but it's got to be pretty sweet for me to go chasing after it. I have a cool Seiki cut folded steel knife. Yeah, that sounds cool, man. Yeah, there's we're living in the golden age of knives and stuff like that for sure. There's so much good quality stuff on the market. It's hard to choose. And yeah, I mean if you're talking about like I don't know, mid-tex high-end knives, like there's a limitation on how much you can spend to, at least for me. If you're paying an average of $300 a knife and you want to check out another brand and pick up this and that, now you're talking. Oh, there's another $2,000, $3,000 per knife maker, and oh, you're 67 in New Mexico. Nice, man. Yeah, yeah. We were just talking about that area. I've worked out in. I've been through New Mexico, but I've worked out in Boulder City, Nevada, right by right by Las Vegas and stuff. I like the area, but I'm all set to sand, man. You're taking sand out of everything all the time. The sand out there is just rough. But yeah, good time, man. Lots of base jumping antennas out there. Oh yeah, Lost Crusade. Yeah. Cool, cool, man. How do you like, have you been there all your life or did you end up there and decided to stay there? They have all those station casinos out there. Yeah, yeah, there's a lot of casinos out that way for sure. I don't do casinos though. I never got into gambling. I believe that you have a limited amount of luck in life, and occupationally as a skydiver, I never wanted to waste that luck, so I never gambled. Not even so much as a scratch ticket. Cool. Yeah, Joe, it'll definitely sharpen a pencil. That's very, very awesome observation. And yeah, stop eating paint chips. It's not healthy for you, man. I'm from New Jersey. I've been there for 25 years, New Mexico. Nice, nice. Nitro Speed, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Could have learned to make my own in 6. Yeah, exactly, Pat. Yeah, I could have learned to make my own knife in 6 years. And yeah, you could have started your own company in 6 years. Yeah, that's a bit too much of a wait for me. I don't think I could get a return on that. You know, imagine if you took that money and put it in a, just something like a mutual fund or something, or forget about any of the fancy stuff. Yeah, you could have made a small fortune off the money you invested into that knife, and then they sat on it for 6 years. How's this work, man? We got to get it back in there. What could possibly go wrong? Flippers or neck knives? No, you could use the Tier One Mini as a neck knife. The scales are removable. It's designed that way. That would be a good neck knife. The only other thing I have that would go as a neck knife is the Spartan Blade Zenyo. I don't wear a neck knife. Occupational hazard. I don't wear any jewelry or any. I just got back into wearing a watch actually. But yeah, I never wear a neck knife. It just doesn't suit my lifestyle. But yeah, they've got the Spartan Blade Zenyo is a pretty good neck knife if you're looking for a neck knife. Or the like said the Tier One Mini. You could take the scales off. You could leave them on, and that would function as a neck knife. But yeah, I don't do a neck knife. Yeah, I don't wear rings, jewelry, nothing because it used to be an occupational hazard. I don't wear a neck knife because something could go wrong and it could pull my whole head off. So yeah, never wore anything around my neck. Ah, yeah, just getting caught up on the comment, guys. They have all the station. Yeah, Thomas. I guess if they're the older ones, it's fine. I know Sog's having like serious heat treatment problems or something. From what I've seen recently, I haven't bought any. I won't buy any more Sogs. I broke a few too many of them. They're alleged sealed 2000 seal knives and stuff. I broke those. So yeah, I'm off the Sog came off my tool list. Plus, I think they're making a lot of those in China now. And I won't knowingly buy products from China anymore. I'm done with that crap. Yeah, yeah, no Chinese products for this guy. I wear crossbody in front. Yeah, yeah, Matt, I saw that. It wasn't yeah, you have one of the Moras. Somebody was asking about that earlier. Um Mora bushcraft knife. Oh yeah, yeah, Thomas. So yeah, you're all set. You're back. Yeah, that old, yeah. Yeah, they're probably same thing with Gerber. If you can find yourself an old Gerber, it's probably going to work out well for you. But the modern stuff, yeah, there's way too many companies that have sold out to China. I don't even. I think that's man. I think that's passively getting my channel shadow banned is saying China, the Chinese knives from China. Not a fan. Not a fan of China at all anymore. And they need to learn better fishing etiquette and stop poaching. Oh, Nick's taking off? Guys, I'll be back in a few. Going out to my niece's house for the next 2 weeks. House sitting for them. Oh, nice, nice, Nick. Man, have a good time for sure. I wear, yeah, the Chinesium. I wonder if they pick up on that. Yeah, they poach everything they do. And yeah, no morals or ethics or not the least bit concerned about sustainability or any of that stuff. And there's great YouTube videos on it. So maybe because there's YouTube videos on it, I can get away with talking about it a little bit without getting myself in too much trouble. That would be nice. I know I do plenty of that. Oh, Michael, I'm not a seller or a forger. I'm an end user. Well, that sounded wrong, huh? Yeah, I'm just a user and abuser. Yeah, that's me. Sigrid, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, man. Yeah, there's deaths have gone up in this country. They've gone up everywhere, especially in Europe and the United States. But yeah, man, that sucks. Sorry to hear that, dude. Um, yeah. Oh, anytime something gets stolen, that just sucks. That's one of those things. Bark River Knives is pretty good. I've heard a lot of good stuff about them. I guess it depends on who's doing the grind. I've heard there's been a little bit of turnover there here and there, but overall, yeah, I think I've heard good things about Bark River. Thank God for Latinas, right? We're looking at Phobos Nice, for operators by operators. Designed and made by Eric Hansen down in Tennessee. Eric Hansen's a retired 18 Delta Special Forces medic. He served in the U.S. Army as a Special Forces medic for 22 years, and now he's the guy at Phobos Knives. I know, I like Phobos is at first it's a little weird. Like when I first saw it, I thought it was like a Chinese knife brand. It fits right in there, like Savivi we Phobos. But I ended up watching the video, and once you know, you know. Yeah, my introduction was a video by Chris Tanner. You know, Chris, everybody over at Prepared Mind 101. That's where I first saw Phobos knives, and at first I'm like, Phobos. It sounds like another. It's made from Chinesium. We're gonna try that. But yeah, I watched the video, found out they're made in the USA, veteran owned, and all that. So I man, I went down that road and zero regrets, man. Yeah, I've been a user and a fan of Phobos knives since 2019. So yeah, about 6 years now, and my channel's coming up on like 2 years. So yeah, this is literally the stuff that I would use and buy regardless of YouTube. So I'm rolling with it. That's how we roll. So, and that's why I don't get too much into, I'm not an explicit knife channel. It's not all about knives. We get into a lot of other stuff. I'm trying to build the channel, so LC Maniac, how you doing? Looks like mass-produced knives, but they look really good. Yeah, they're not really mass-produced knives. They're not like entirely one-offs either. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's yeah. But yeah, it's not one of those super knife companies that has 487 designs to fit every occasion. Yeah, he's got a lot of experience that goes in his knife designs and everything. But yeah, this one is hand ground by him. This is my first Phobos knives, the Tier 1C that I got back in 2019. but it's not mass produced trash by any standards. Definitely quality products. I have Greco handmade and New Legacy handmade. Yeah, I guess yeah, he does use an OEM for some of his knives and stuff, but still everything's made in the USA. None of it's imported Chinese trash. So I have one custom Donnie Blight. Yeah, yeah, Pat, we're jealous. Yeah, Donnie is blessed knives. Donnie is knocking it out of the park with his stuff. Most definitely, yeah. Someday, man, maybe I'll have a viral video and Donnie will be making me a knife. Yeah, Pat, I think yeah, I'd like to see some pictures of that, man. Or is he making it? You already have it, or yeah, Michael, it's and the problem I got like some seriously small like Sally McSally hands. I should probably have a disclaimer there. Knife may not be as big as it appears because man, I got bitch hands. Yeah, that's. Can you say that on YouTube? I don't know. But yeah, overall it's 12 and a quarter. It's got a 0.25 inch spine to put it in the scale. Um, yeah, yeah, Pat, definitely. And I'm learning how to. I'm getting better at the Instagram thing. So that works out great. But yeah, man, great night. It's not quite as big as it looks, man. Actually, when I grew up rock climbing, because I got small hands, it changed the grade of the rock climbing. Like what was like a 5'11" or 5'12" graded, crack in rock climbing because my fingers and stuff were so small. It brought it down to like a 5'8" or a 5'9" crack for me. It dropped it down like a good solid two difficulty grades. It's much easier when you got small hands, but you got those big meaty sausages and big mittens. It doesn't. Yeah, it's not as beneficial in rock climbing. So Paragon made some good blades. Yeah, yeah, Thomas. There's a lot of places making good knives nowadays. Can't argue that. Cannot argue that for a second, man. We all have our preferences. I found mine. It's just I'm just on here sharing because I'm caring. Uh, but how do you Giuseppe? Is that Italian? I can't pronounce that name. I don't want to hack it up. GP, how you doing? Yeah, there is, man, and there's guys in here that are TCal fans, and I definitely like some of their designs. I like Spartan blades as well. What's it? There's Tor knives. I'm digging Tor knives. Yeah, there's a lot of good knife makers out there. It's just a matter of finding the one that you ultimately like, and I'm a huge supporter of veterans and stuff like that. So if I can buy a knife from a veteran owned company or any piece of kit for that matter that's veteran owned, I'll definitely do it. Alice, is it for fish or for it's for either. Yeah, Extrema Ratio has some awesome designs, but they're one of those ones. Yeah, they're mass produced and they've probably got well over 100 designs of knives. They've got the Expedition series, which is pretty interesting. I've looked into that. I've heard pros and cons about the steel they're using for that stuff, but yeah, they've got some modern, innovative designs. Extrema Ratio for sure. Um, Yeah, yeah, Alice, I would definitely say yeah, multi-purpose. I mean, that goes for most knives. I think one of the things in the knife world that we fall for is the marketing. This is a bushcraft knife. No, this is a survival knife. This is a hunting knife. It's a sharp edged tool. Some of them have slightly different features and pros and cons to them, but I think that we buy into the marketing a little bit too much in the knife world. It's a sharp-edged item designed for cutting. So long as it does that, it's pretty good in there. Yeah, some are going to perform a little better than others at certain things, but yeah, I think we get too way too much into the labeling for that. Yeah, the Colonel Mushin, yeah, that's a great knife, man, for sure. The Extrema ratio. Um, yeah, like I said, they've got their expedition series, which is pretty cool. Who knows? I might break down and get that expedition set and be like, how realistic is it? It's like a five-piece set now. They've got a folder, a couple of options for fixed blades. They've got a large chopper. What is it, the Kraus or something? Yeah, and it's Italian steel. Comes with the Italian price tag. I think some of their stuff is a bit expensive. Not as bad as I think one of the worst deals out there. And I love the knives, don't get me wrong, is the TRC Apocalypse and stuff. I think TRC is, I don't know how they're pulling prices in for the knives. Um, like the Armageddon is up around $500-600 now, and it's just not all that. Yeah, fixed blades, no adjustment, and yeah, less moving parts, less chance of failure. Most definitely, I could definitely agree on that. Yeah, so less, yeah, and it depends. I think the biggest thing for me when it comes to choosing a knife is is it something I'm going to EDC or is it something I'm taking out to adventure in the woods and stuff? That's the biggest determining factor for me, and I try to keep like a food knife separate from everything else. Yeah, have a knife separate just for food. Yeah, they come with sheaths. Yeah. They're typically two options depending on which knife, but it either comes with like handcrafted leather. This is made in the USA as well. This is the one for the tier one mini here, and he also has some of them have a kydex option, which is fairly popular. This is the one for the Alaris. This I use as kind of like a dedicated food knife. This is like a camp kitchen knife on steroids. Love this knife, and I use this in the house kitchen all the time. Um, and yeah, same thing, quality kydex. It's not rattling all over the place. Um, yeah, uh, everything about they're highly functional. Um, Great knives. And you can do some special stuff with it too. This is my little piggyback setup that I use with my Phobos knives because I actually the whole two is one is none concept. This is the tier one BC. It comes with Kydex. The leather is an upgrade for this one. But I can also piggyback the tier one mini on the front of it, and I've got it does have a ferrocium rod holder. I've got a small flashlight there, just in case. That's my Plan B flashlight. But yeah, you can set them up like that if you choose to. This is yeah, this is my little field setup. If I'm going out in the woods, it's typically what I carry. And there is magnetic retention in these as well. So there's the magnet in the bottom there. So it's got magnetic retention as well. And you can carry it. The leather comes. You can scout carry it, traditional belt carry. You can put like an easy clip on it or something that's adjustable for canner. So they're well thought out, nice as well. No, Alice, it doesn't come with a sharpener. That's something you can aftermarket. I don't. That's not really common for knives to come with a sharpener nowadays. I mean, the gimmicky stuff you get at Walmart, yeah, but there's sharpening's a big personal preference thing. Papa Rhino, how you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. How is life treating you, brother? Oh, how we doing on time? Oh, we got plenty of time. Yeah. Um, yeah, guys. To the best of my knowledge, Grunt is going to be live today at 9:30. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me. But I'm pretty sure I talked to him about it Thursday in his live. Does the magnet make the knife a little bit magnetic in my experience? I think I don't know. Wow, that's a good question. I'd imagine so. Over time, it's going to transfer some magnetism for it, which is it's a good thing because I don't know. No, Alice, I don't make knives. These are made by Phobos Knives down in Tennessee. It's a veteran-owned knife maker. Yeah, I don't make knives. Yeah, I don't see how it would affect anything. I don't know. But yeah, that's but Captain Ronald got in the 60s, nice break this week this week. That's gotta be rough, man. Yeah, building a porch. Yeah, how'd that project end up going, man? Yeah, I know last week you were like, yeah. Um, yeah, we had the heat wave going on here too. It was in the mid to upper 90s here in New Hampshire. But yeah, now we're back down to, good old hypothermia weather in the 60s and stuff. Yeah, back to just, rain and mediocre I don't know. Steve Dimmer, I prefer the smallest knives to yeah, Steve, you got issues. The big ones just don't know if I want one in for my knife. Uh, yeah, wow, it's you think Sunday morning still brings out the weird ones. Go figure. But hey, that's life, right? That's kind of a whole new level of crazy, son. Oh yeah, that's that passive aggressive. I'm trying to be witty, but I'm just gonna come across as a fool. Um, yeah, I think we're gonna stack maturity with that experience. Lack of maturity, lack of experience, lack of social skills, lack of proper socializing. 104 in Arkansas, 101 in Kansas. Well, at least it doesn't get that bad here. Yeah, the highest recorded temperature in New Hampshire is 104 degrees, and that was back in 1911. So yeah, good model if you're into the pew pews, the 1911. But yeah, so what happened to global warming, man? Um, yeah, I don't know. The Russian said hi. That's really interesting, man. What could possibly go wrong? But Captain, give her all she's got. Yeah, that is man. Yeah, I totally agree, Papa Rhino, when it's that hot. I think that the worst humidity I've been through, like besides Florida, the Gulf side of Texas, same difference, right? But yeah, I was in Rochelle, Texas, which is right between Galveston and Houston. And yeah, the humidity there, wow, that was just you were like swimming through the air. Even yeah, I was in South Korea, man, and it wasn't as bad. It got humid, but we never really hit any crazy temperatures. The Great Lakes are one third of the world's fresh water. Yeah, yeah, that's a fact there, Pat. And yeah, 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 the Great Lakes are interesting. I like the Finger Lakes too, though. Yeah, great cycling. Kansas gets humidity like Florida. I don't know why, but it does. It's great. Yeah, yeah, it's yeah. There's some places get really humid. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, Kansas, but it makes sense. In fact, I think the older we get, the more something shouldn't make sense. We're like, there's just no logic. Why does this happen? And the more it makes sense. I have a knife that can peel a potato, and those knives look as though they can get the job done in the kitchen. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Alice, if you've got a question about a chef knife or something, ask Papa Rhino. He's the master chef in the community. Yeah, he's big time chef guy. No, Alice, I don't sell those knives. I don't sell knives. I don't have a link or anything. If you wanted to buy them, just go to like phobosnifes.com. It's Phobos, and you can no, I'm not even trying to educate anybody. It's more entertainment than education. It's more like a social. All the outdoor gear geeks like me. I'm a super gear geek. I was a gear guru by profession, so I have an opinion on stuff, and I'm trying to provide more of an educated, service to the community. I have an extensive background in sewing and stuff, so and I'm one of the kings of quality control. I still need to upgrade for my $40 Victorinox kitchen knife. Yeah, you do, Pat. Because it's you, man. Yeah, you definitely do, and you need to because yeah, you should. I think the Alaris is becoming my new kitchen knife, and I even make sure the missus. I'm like, hey, make sure you notice I'm using this again for the kitchen stuff. Not that we're any good at that. Once again, we're both equally domestically challenged in the kitchen. Like we can feed ourselves like grown ass adults should, but we're not producing any type of gourmet meal by any standards. Um, yeah, most of our recipes we pull off of YouTube, or I might try to hijack Papa Rhino for a recipe or something. But yeah, for the most part, I've been doing all my kitchen stuff with the Alaris, but I don't have those high end skills. I got to learn how to do some of that stuff. It's like super choppy, and the slicey dicey and all that good stuff. Yeah, we managed to cut stuff without cutting ourselves, and that's an accomplishment. Cutting board upgrade seems like it should happen at the same time. Um, yeah, I'm with you, man. I want to get one of those like the multiwood cutting boards and stuff. Most definitely. My brother-in-law made the huge cutting board out of quitted maple, and it's yeah, those yeah, they've got some nice solid high-end wood ones now, and they're reasonably priced. And they're supposed to be better for you, right? Um, yeah, Papa Rhino, what do you think is or what is the better cutting board? Is it like a nice solid wood one, or is it like the synthetic ones? I heard like the synthetic ones they'll chip out and you'll end up with little pieces of plastic or something. But um, rock fan, I love the Vietnam Real Gerber combat knife with sheath and mint condition. Sweet man, yeah, that sounds like quite the catch. BNA rebooted. I have news. So yeah, what is and what type of wood? Does it really matter? I mean, obviously you don't want to go with something too soft because it's just gonna kind of. I don't know if it's lagging. So sometimes this thing lags, but what could possibly go wrong, right? But Captain, given all she's got, hardwood, cedar. Yeah, Paparino, when you get all settled in, man, like you have Instagram, right? Like shoot me a message and I'll send you we've been talking about this for the better part of a year. But yeah, I'll send you this Alaris so you can put it through the paces and stuff. Yeah, because I'd like to see how what somebody thinks when they, you get the skills. Um yeah, I think we're what was yeah, what's the news? Or what is no, it's not that time yet. We get keys to our house on the 11th. Congratulations, man. That is awesome, dude. Keys to the house on the 11th. Sweet. Yeah, you've been talking about that. We'll have to. Is this your first time owning a house? I don't think so, right? Yeah, that is awesome. Yeah, don't you have aren't you off from work for a while too? Yeah, that's awesome. So new house, some time to settle in, enjoy it, get to know the lay of the land. That's sweet, dude. That's awesome news. Like it's nice to see people winning. Sweet, sweet. How long's it gonna take you to get there? Yeah, we'll dress this up a little bit for the cool kids. Almost about 8 hours. That's not too bad. Take a nice little lunch break in the middle. Take it, 9.5 hours. Yeah, take a little break, stretch the legs. Sounds perfect, man. Yeah, yeah. Back to work. I think. Yeah. Weren't we talking about it a little bit? Thursday at Grumpy Grunts Live. Yeah, five bedroom, three bath, 9 acres of woods. Yeah, that's sweet, man. You can. Yeah, that's real sweet, man. Yeah, we're gonna end up looking for something like that eventually. Um, yeah, I kind of toyed with the thought of the tiny house thing. I could definitely pull that off, but I don't think I want to. Um, yeah, three bathrooms. That's a winning ticket there. At least two. It's gotta have a his and hers bathroom at this point. Um, or no, there should be two. There should be like the dad's bathroom and the bathroom for everybody else. It's bigger than I was looking for. Yeah, 2,700 square feet. That's good. Um, yeah, that sounds sweet. Congratulations, man. Totally stoked for you. See, now he said the same thing as the other guy. And that's how we know, like, it's a repeat person. What in the hillbilly is this? Yeah, Yeah, if you haven't figured it out, dude, then good luck. Nick Martino's back in the house. Mr. Martino. That is awesome. Awesome, awesome. Ground Fog, how you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. How has life been treating you? Yeah, yeah. I don't know. We get trolled a lot here, though. I can't fully. I understand it. I do. Part of it's the nature of the beast, right? Um, yeah, yeah. It just becomes the way of the world. Um, yeah, it is what it is. I don't know. Like yeah. After a while, I guess I just got to get a little more used to the trolling, which is sad. I'm used to people. I'm used to things like the skydiving thing and stuff. Like yeah, I don't know. I think it's made me less of a person. But CCG one, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, man. Yeah, I think I had to put some thought into that when I noticed that the skydiving fatality down in Atlanta, Georgia, at Skydive Atlanta a couple days ago. And still, like I should be shocked by that. It should be oh no, devastating. But it's like um, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Unfortunately, was kind of like what I think. And and a little advice for us older guys out there: if you're up on 50 years old, it's not a good time to start skydiving, man. It's a good time to start a different hobby, maybe fishing or something. But I do not recommend skydiving to older gentlemen. At this point, our reaction time has slowed down a little. I'm not as fast as I used to be. Um, yeah, flexibility, all that stuff. It tends to diminish as we get older. So, if you're approaching 50 or you're above 50, don't start skydiving. Like spend some time with your grandkids. You know what I'm saying, guys? Um, yeah, yeah. But yeah, that fatality, I think it was entirely, it could have been avoided. But the woman had a low jump. 163 jumps really isn't. It's like casting a fishing pole like 163 times. You're just not all that good at it yet. But yeah, I think there's some yeah lack of experience is what led to that, and better equipment could have helped out as well. So yeah, so yeah, I don't know. It was a little bit awkward. I'm like I guess I'm still thinking about it, so that keeps me human. But yeah, little friendly advisory there for us older guys. Now is not the time to start skydiving. Pick up something else. It's if you're gonna start, it's a young man's game. You gotta have that recovery time, that rebound. You gotta have that good flexibility and everything going on. But yeah, I yeah, unfortunately, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, anybody got anything going on this week? Anything planned? We know Papa Rhino's heading to the new hacienda soon. Anybody else got much planned? Any outdoor activities? Biking, hiking, cycling, doing a little bushcrafting, a little fishing, a little hunting. Any of the slingshot guys out there doing any of that? What could possibly go wrong, right? But yeah, not too much going on my end. Got a little bit. Been doing some research stuff, trying to figure out a little bit more with the YouTube. Finishing planting the garden today. Nice, Nick. Yeah, what are you planting? Just standard tomatoes, stuff like that, or is it a super garden? Yeah, I'm not sure how New York's doing with that stuff. Toxic boogie, how many deaths have these caused? None, toxic idiot. Like, you got issues, man. Um, yeah, talk to a friend, get some help. Dirty money. I don't make plans. That way the word premeditation doesn't get thrown around exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's like not having goals so you don't become a failure. You didn't fail at anything if you don't have any goals, right? One way ticket to success there. Green and yellow squash, cucumber, tomatoes, peppers, sweet and hot. Nice, nice. Yeah, yeah, it's just a question, like there's lots of like just a question. I'm gonna knock it. The hell with it. It's if it's just a. Why didn't your mother get an abortion? Oh, it's just a question. It's kind of an idiot thing to say, isn't it, idiot? But yeah, I guess if we're just asking questions for the fun of it, have it. Full fire. What's happening, man? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Another channel member up in here. Awesome, awesome. Good to see you, man. The timing might not have been the best, but well, we're just asking questions. Oh wow. This is how I get myself, and I know I'm my own worst enemy, but at least I'm having fun. I gotta finish setting up the backyard archery and gotta find some dummy arrows. Nice, nice. What do you yeah, don't you do recurve recurve or longbow? Yeah, I'm dying to get into some of that stuff. I do the compound bow, but I'd like to get into some recurve action, some traditional bows, traditional archery. We love having a garden being a. It's really nothing special, but it works for us. Small one too. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Now you know an eye for an eye. There, how rude. That's awesome, dude. Nobody really cares. Yeah, you come in here, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, my friend. Yeah, we don't sugarcoat it around here. We're predominantly a Gen X crowd, and we're tired of your little toxic behaviors and stuff. Good name though, good name, very fitting. But yeah, yeah. But your opening question to the live chat, just so everybody knows, was how many deaths have these caused? That's the kind of ignorant stuff. So, hey man, stupid questions get stupid answers, and if you're allowed to ask stupid questions, I'm gonna ask you stupid questions, and you know, um, it is what it is. Yeah, no, I'm not entertaining any of your ignorance there. In fact, yeah, anybody with a wrench want to toss that knucklehead, go ahead. Like chalk one up for you guys. Like first one gets 2 points. We're gonna double the points for this one. You can toss stupid. You think all vertical lives do tarot? Yeah. Oh, that's cool, Pat. You had a few bear reekers. I've messed around with some of the like not a serious bow, like not even you guys know what I'm talking about. Just one step up from the arrows that have suction cups on the end. Way back in the day. But I've never gotten into like some legitimate equipment I could use, hunting or something like that. Oh, Pat got him. Nice. Oh, Matt's lock got the toxic boogie. Oh, what? Oh, yeah, dirty money. Yeah, it's because I've dealt with a lot of stupid people. I have stupid answers. Because there's stupid questions. The person that came up with the concept that there's no such thing as a stupid question was a stupid person that wanted to ask stupid questions and not be embarrassed about, so they made it a thing. Um, yeah, yeah, totally, man. I'll entertain that one for a second, but I'm done with that. Um, it's not that hard to be a decent person. Give it a shot. Yeah, they're Chris Smith. Just finished watching Chucky. Chucky miniseries, awesome. I'm into horror movies. Yeah, I'm not really into television. I've always lived in the real world. No offense to anybody, but yeah, I'm just never a television person. Like growing up, it was a punishment for me. Like my mother would be like, "Sit down and watch television for an hour, so I know what you're doing." So maybe that's why I've just never been into television. I'm 50 years old. I've paid for cable a total of 6 months of my life, and then, because I was trying it out, trying to be one of the cool kids, and I was just like, what a waste of money, and I just canceled cable. If I want to watch something, I'll get it on DVD. It's an occasional thing, everything in moderation. There maybe now we can pretend to be civilized. Um, yeah. It's a rare thing for me. Like I'll go to the movie theater or something like that, but they've destroyed everything. So yeah, I'm not really. I think that was my thing with YouTube. I started watching YouTube because it was genuine people, talking about stuff that I'm interested in, hobbies and things like that. You guys, like, seriously though, YouTube has great movies, free to watch sometimes. Yeah, I'd rather support my favorite content creator. Yeah, they've had some movies come up. I did watch that series recently, The Last Kingdom. I watch out with Pam. Leon, how you doing, Squat Shot? Good to see you, brother. How's life treating you? Yeah, I'm the same way, Nick. I like to learn as I watch, and yeah, pick something new up here and there. Or get some good advice. Maybe somebody's been testing some gear and they found it to be like junk. Or the opposite. Like I'm curious about a piece of equipment or something, and like Squat Shot's a good example, man. He's big time into the slingshot, so um, yeah, he's great at answering all the slingy thingy questions. I really like the new Top Gun. Yeah, that was not a disappointment. The new Top Gun was not a disappointment, actually. Um, Yeah, and I grew up with a bunch of aviation buffs, so being in the Civil Air Patrol back in junior high and high school, yeah, well, that Top Gun and Iron Eagle, like yeah, a bunch of aviation geeks watching those movies, and yeah, oddly they did not disappoint with Top Gun too. Maverick, yeah, Jose, do you make that? No, I don't. I don't make knives, man. They're by Phobos Knives out of Tennessee. FOBOS for operators by operators. Chris Smith, I like horror movies and action movies and anime. What killed it for me was she really reality, the reality TV shows. Yeah, there's nothing real about them, like for reality TV. The ones in there's three of them. Um, yeah, there's the tier one mini, which is this one, CPM 154 CM. We're just going to go through this real quick. Um, on the front here, a piggyback setup. This is the tier one mini in CPM 154, and this is the tier one BC in Magna Cut, all by Phobos Knives. But yeah, and they're all made in the USA, so no Chinesium there. Wub wub snub nose. Yeah, they're all yeah, and Phobos Knives is owned by Eric Hansen. He's a 22-year veteran, 18 Delta Special Forces medic. He retired a few years ago, and his knife company is his thing. But yeah, all great knives, all well made, all guaranteed. Oh yeah, for the record, Exotax OD is bullshit. Yeah, we still got that going, man. But fortunately, we know a Cerakote guy, so someday it's gonna get shipped down and fixed. But um, yeah, that's I don't know. There's got to be something going on at Exotac. They're having issues, man. Because yeah, it was around Christmas time they did away with all the all the affiliate stuff like Exotac. Like they still have the link on their website that brings you to AdvantLink, but AdvantLink dropped them. So yeah, all everybody who had affiliate links with Exotac gone. And yeah, so maybe Exotac got a little too greedy. I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, and it's not just their OD was off, their customer service is shit too. So I think they're one of those companies where they got big, they became popular, and oh, now that we've made it, we don't have to worry about quality control or customer service. We got your money, so yeah, yeah, that's Exotac in a nutshell. I'd like to hear otherwise, but yeah, that's the way it's come across to me. That's been my current experiences with Exotac. Yeah, I don't know where you're going with that there, Chris Smith, but it has really nothing to do with what are you talking about, dude? I really want to get my hands on some Chris Reeve fixed blades if I can ever find one. Yeah, yeah, that's another one. Yeah, there's another. We'll take your money and you're going to wait 2 years company. I'm not a fan of that. There's been a few companies in the past couple of years that have shafted the community with that stuff. But I mean, I highly doubt Chris Reed Nice is going under. But you're paying premium price, and they're gonna sit on your money for 2 years. Yeah, I'm not. I had the small Sabenza 31. I'm not impressed. I don't think it's worth $525. Um, yeah, there's nice of equal or better value than Chris Reeve Nice for sure. Yeah, I mean they've got some nice knives. Don't get me wrong, but I think your depreciating return falls into Chris Reeves nice. It's a little bit Gucci, but yeah, the Encozy for 300. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I had the small Sabenza 31. I ended up giving it away. Not a fan for that kind of money. It's not something I would rush out and buy again. Like I said, for that kind of money, you can get equal performance value, and it's wouldn't be an issue. But yeah, I might add a bit more to my Phobos knives. I might throw a couple more Phobos knives in the lineup. And most definitely, if he comes out, he is going to be coming out with some other stuff. So when that comes out, I'll add that to it. But um, yeah, yeah, for that price, you can get a Glock. You're right, you can. Well, I don't know. I don't know what kind of Glock you're getting for 300 bucks. It's probably pretty well worn at that point. I bet you for half that you can get a Sig 320 right now. Yeah, they're yeah, the random misfires and Sig not wanting to be accountable for it. Not really all that impressed with them right now. What could possibly go wrong? We're getting there. Um, yeah. So anybody else got anything going on today? Yeah, we went over the sharpeners, stuff like that, some random stuff. Yeah, and also yeah, some channel changes. I talked about a little bit Friday night, but for those of you that weren't here Friday night, I gotta change my affiliate policy thing. I guess yeah, I've talked to a few people about it over the week about what to do and how to handle it. But I guess is if you, I guess I'm gonna start doing some affiliates. I started doing it. I hooked up with Grail water filters because it's something I've been using for years. It's something I stand behind. It's another made in the USA product. But if I'm going to use this stuff, I might as well kind of capitalize on the opportunity, right? That would be the American thing to do. And it's, I guess, genuinely the best way it's put. I'm not shilling if it's stuff that I actually use and I actually stand behind. It'll help expand the channel, do things like that. Um, but yeah, if you see me carrying a Civivi knife or some Chinese product, if you see me pimping a one Tigress tent, then yeah, that would be me shilling, which is not going to happen. Yeah, I'm just going to say no to. I'm going to continue telling the certain companies to go pump sand, but there's certain companies that are worth working with, and it'll help build the channel because wow, have I got a long ways to go, and YouTube is not a cheap game to play. Especially if you're into the tier one gear, the buy once, cry once, and we're going to start taking a further look down that road. Then, like yeah, Grail. I'm dying to upgrade the to the Grail Titanium. I've got the Grail Ultra Press, the standard one. I've had this for a few years now. Used it, gone through a couple filters. I would like to upgrade to the titanium one, but along with all the other stuff that I've got to do with YouTube, it's getting crazy expensive, and it's taking a lot longer than what I originally thought. So yeah, so I have an affiliate now with Grail. It's on the channel page. The link's on the channel page. Anybody that wants to go pick themselves up a Grail, if I can get to the point where the affiliate works out that I can upgrade to the titanium version and start doing some field testing on that, get some real world use on it. That's all I'm really looking for. I am definitely not in this game to get rich by any standards, but yeah, we all got to do a little something here and there. But um, yeah, AIM surplus. They have a sale, unissued police trade in Glocks. Yeah, Nick. I don't know, man. I think I've scared some of them off. Like look at the quality time we spend discussing quality control and the OD at Exotac. Maybe they're a little afraid. I don't know. I could see how I could scare some people off because I'm going to tell you how it is. So, the fire steel close up, it's a Exotac fire rod. Um, yeah, that's how YouTube affects you. There's a YouTuber out there who likes to go when there's a channel they don't like. They like to go around and they'll monopolize the chat and they'll get you, oh, what's this, what's that, and they'll come across as like a 12, 13-year old or something. Um, and he openly brags about it. So sometimes when people are, oh, I want to see this, it's like, I don't know. I guess yeah, there's the Exotac fire rod. Yeah, they make good ferro rods. They're pretty sweet. Nothing overly spectacular. But yeah, don't count on the OD color because they it could come anywhere from like lime green to maybe OD. It has room inside the cap here for one of their grossly overpriced Tinder tabs. So I wouldn't use that unless you really need to, and they don't really burn for that long either. But yeah, the ferro rod's good. It's threaded, so you can replace it. Um, so you're not throwing away the handle, but um, yeah, Exotac was making they I don't know, they probably still make quality products, but their quality control is second rate, and their customer service is second rate. So no, it's not Tactical Llama. No, I haven't seen that dude around in couple months now, I think. But no, it's not Tactical Llama. It's it's somebody who thinks they're the official police. They liked it. It was. I don't know. I can't even say that. But no, it's not Tactical Llama. In fact, I think that certain people chased him away. I don't know. I didn't catch on to that. I do know that there was a lot of people accusing him of buying subscribers based on his analytics that they get from a third party. I can't think of the name of the thing offhand, but there's a website that you can go to. You can go and see my analytics at that website. But that was pretty audacious of certain people to accuse somebody. And I'm not sure how many people read through YouTube's terms of service, but if you purchase subscribers, it's not like you get like one, two, three, delete your channel. That's the end of it. You don't get a second chance when it comes to buying subscribers because Google views that as you stealing from them or something or whatever. But yeah, they had no proof of that whatsoever. That certain people attacked me because I said that's a pretty audacious accusation to make. What kind of proof do you have? And they're like, well, we read the analytics. It's like nobody on YouTube understands the analytics. What makes you think that you understand the analytics to the point that you can accuse somebody of buying subscribers? Like, there's beware of YouTube cults. The YouTube cults are a real thing. And if you upset their sensitive little fragile existence, they troll the shit out of you. They harass you. They'll start rumors. Yeah. I'm sure a lot of you notice you don't see me in a lot of live chats anymore. That's because I'm tired of the harassment. Because I'm the guy saying I don't promote Chinese knives and stuff like that. Well, a lot of them do, and they don't like the fact that I bring out Americans have given up their life in the fight of communism, and now for some reason America feels as if we have to finance communism. Like every time you buy a Chinese product, you're putting money in the pockets of the bad guys. And people don't like that because maybe, their affiliate link is going to be disturbed by it, whatever. I don't think I have that big of an opinion, but yeah, the YouTube cults are real. They exist here, there, and everywhere. And I'm not singling out anybody. Pick any genre on YouTube, and you're gonna find a YouTube cult. They're the ones that think they can monopolize everything and they own everything, and it's our opinion over the world's. But yeah, I don't really pay them any attention, and it's not just one group. I managed to piss off a lot of groups. I'm pretty good at that. I know there's some bushcraft people that are like, how dare him speak against the wax canvas? Well, my experience as a master parachute rigger would tell me that wax canvas is trash. It's outdated. It's just not good stuff. I can go on and on about it. It's an inferior material to produce with. And the bushcrafters, they get upset because I call them out on their $400 freaking wax canvas sack that they call a backpack. Um, I still need my first Protect. Um, want me to send you a few to check out? Yeah, just getting caught up on the comments, guys. So, yeah, definitely, it wasn't Tactical I don't know what's going on with that dude. Um, yeah, like I said, I haven't seen him on YouTube for months. I haven't talked to him on Instagram. I haven't done, I don't know what he's up to. Came across as an all right dude to me though, but I guess there's some controversy over, I don't know. I don't know. I know that there's certain people that feel as if it's their obligation, their right to police YouTube, and I strongly am disagreeing with that. I saw a video just the other day of vaguely accusing somebody of fraud, and if you think this person, that person, you shouldn't subscribe, you shouldn't, like, how about you just focus on making your own damn content, leave everybody alone. I'm really trying to get away from a lot of channels. Um, I don't want to give my opinion on other channels. I want to give my opinion on products and my experience and my adventures and stuff like that. YouTube is a weird place when you're on this side of the camera. I'll tell you that much for sure. There's a lot of people think they own a freaking YouTube that's there. Yeah, I'm just and if you go through like the learn how to YouTube, like if you go to vidIQ and all these, how to build your YouTube channel and stuff, that's one thing that they don't get into is the bullshit politics in which you'll run into. And I was warned by a few. I got a friend of mine who's got a channel that's coming up on 500,000 subscribers, and he kind of gave me a little warning without too much detail. And I talked to him again. He's like, "Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, it doesn't matter what you do. If they see you as a threat, if they think one of their subscribers is going to go from their channel to yours based on what you're saying or something, yeah, they're going to come after you. And they've come after me. I've had accusations made against me and stuff already, and I've had the truth twisted around because, I've been harassed over things already that, yeah, it wasn't my fault, wasn't my doing. Yeah, yeah, and that's why I'm getting further away from, like I said, there's very few channels on YouTube now that I frequent. Um, and I just it's more of a self-preservation thing. And yeah, it's hard to be positive when you got people coming into your live chat harassing you the way they do. Like I said, I'm 99% sure I know the people that are behind a lot of it. And no, it's not just one genre. It's multiple genres of channels. See how I'm not even getting into the specific genre? I'm just telling you it's multiple genres because if you talk about certain people, then they flip the power trip button and it's what it is. Um, Half empty. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Bazooka 101 should put a little diesel down their gas tank. Yeah. Yeah, or at least do some crop dusting, man. I would like to, go to certain places where they're going to be at and just some good old fashioned crop dusting, man. How does my fart taste? That would. Oh man, the knives I have here are Phobos knives, out of Tennessee, four operators by operators, owned by Eric Hansen. Yeah, we got the Alaris and CPM 3V black G10 liners with ivory white micarta. It's got the little bow drill divot. I like this. Is kind of like the camp kitchen knife on steroids. Is how I like this, and it's a fully functional. You can baton do a dozen different things with it. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. We like to troll the trolls here, and yeah, I'm done turning the other cheek. It's more like an eye for an eye now. I turned the other cheek for a while, and I put up with a lot, but yeah, now I'm just boycotting stuff. It seems to be pretty functional for me. No, Chris, I don't get into cold steel. Geez, I haven't owned a cold steel since I think the '90s. I had like a Tonto, but I'm not a Tonto fan. Yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, Pat. Thanks, man. Yeah, we'll keep track. It's about 9:05 now, so we might even wrap it up a few minutes early just to play it safe, just to keep it fun. Um, I like the one next. Oh yeah, this one here. Uh, this is the Calcula. This is in S35 VN steel. This particular one is red G10 liners with carbon fiber scales, PVD coated, and this is when I feel like a spoiled brat. Ready for this one? This is my favorite part. Like come on, do what you're told. And it also comes in satin finish with red G10 liner, yeah, G10 liners, and double black micarta scales. So yeah, dude, I was geeking out over this knife for the longest time, thinking like, oh, someday I'm gonna own one. Well, day came I own two. So life is grand, man. I'm a spoiled brat. I'm not gonna lie. We love this is gonna be yeah. So this one Mrs. Bushcraft and the kids got me this previous Christmas. Yeah. 2024 Christmas was this one here. love this knife, awesome knife. And then this one was gifted to me by Eric Hansen. This was his EDC knife. So yeah, how many people geek out over a knife company and end up uh, getting the owner's knife? So yeah, we do pamper this knife a little bit. Oh, it doesn't look like a hard use knife because I don't use it for hard use stuff. It's dude, all my knives have sentimental value. That's what I love about my knives. That's why I don't need many more knife. I'm not like more and more guy. Where'd my other knife go? Here it is. Yeah, all my knives are special to me, man. And we're gonna get more into we're gonna use more knives, and um, yeah, it's not about quantity. It's about quality. Instant jail time if you have any of those in the UK. Yeah, but fortunately, I can say I'm an American, and I've been to the UK. I went there in 1990, and I got friends in Liverpool, Manchester, and Cheshire. But until y'all fix your problems over there, I will never, never, ever go there again because it don't look like England anymore, my friend. Bazooka 101. It's definitely hardy enough to be used as a utilitarian blade. Definitely don't scratch the piece of history, though. Yeah, yeah, sentimental value means something to me. It really does, man. And yeah, I have one folder. Pow, there it is. This is the Spyderco Sage 5 CF, and this was gifted to me by a member of the community because I didn't have a folder, and my broke ass couldn't run out and buy one because yeah, skydiving is not hiring right now. So yeah, all of everything I own, not everything, just a lot of things I own have sentimental value to it. There's some awesome story behind it. So oh, thanks, Half Empty. We definitely appreciate it, man. Um, yeah, yeah, we are trying to grow the channel. Yeah, for those that are new and don't know, I was a skydiver, master parachute rigger for 27 years. I jumped out of airplanes, and then the scamdemic in 2020 put me out of business, and the skydiving industry has not been the same ever since. So I decided I'm gonna go on YouTube and transfer whatever skills I can as a master parachute rigger um, to the outdoor community. I've been doing outdoor stuff my entire life, whether it was camping, rock climbing, skiing, kayaking. I've done quite a bit, lots of cycling, but I don't think of cycling like most people think of cycling because I traded the automobile. I got rid of that about 18 years ago. And yeah, I've always loved cycling. So I'm trying to transfer, a lifetime worth of knowledge into hopefully usable content that people can benefit from. Um, oh, is that German, right? Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Not anymore. I can't remember crap. But Grüß dich, wie geht's? Maximilian Der Cross. Yeah, Grüß dich, wie geht's? Why take ownership of your life when you can just blame it on another? Yeah, Mike, if that's the way you want to look at it, yeah, I'm not playing the victim card. I'm making changes in life, dude. But I in no way I didn't support the scamdemic. Um, I didn't make the laws. I didn't enforce the laws. I didn't do that. The 6 foot rule. And if you're doing tandems for a living, and Taxachusetts full of mass holes, where I was working, they wouldn't open the drop zone because you can't do a tandem jump and strap somebody you with their 6 foot rule. So I got put out of business. I lost my contract. It's been a struggle. I'm not blaming anybody. I should be blaming somebody else. Where's my reparations? Yeah, so 2 weeks to flatten the curve turned into 2.5 years to flatten people's lives. But thanks for almost knowing what you're talking about, Mike. But that's funny. You even did the chucklehead and everything too. It's get a clue there, McLovin. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I don't play the victim card. The facts are the facts. I can't change it. There's nothing I can do about it. I didn't make the I would have gone to work, I love work. Um unlike 99% of people, I got up early to go to work. I worked late. I love my job. I mean, how can you not like skydiving for a living? And yeah, I didn't put into the, curse. I curse everyone who fell for that crap and put on a face diaper. Um, but yeah, it is what it is. Oh, I'm gonna have to translate that. I don't. Sorry, I don't have that. I haven't studied German in like 30 something years, dude. My apologies. Um, yeah, we're gonna have to translate that. Sounds good though, from what I'm picking up, and hey, at least he's showing the U.S. flag as well. Usually when I run into people our age, they're not blaming others for their. Yeah, Mike, I'm not blaming others for my problems, dude. The facts are the facts, and I'm making shift as I needed to. But hey, man, I didn't, whatever, dude. Hey, if you don't like it, scroll away. That's how we are, our age. Yeah, I'm a Gen X dude. I'm just spitting out the facts. But I didn't make those rules. Those Beijing Biden and the little commies did. So hey, man, I didn't close Skydive Cape Cod. They got closed, and so no action of mine contributed to anything. And yeah, but yeah, that's what we tell people here. If you don't like what I'm saying, scroll away. It doesn't matter to me none. There's 2 billion people out here just on YouTube alone. So yeah, if you don't like what I'm saying, dude, doesn't matter to me. I'm finding a way out, and I can proudly say I've never accepted any government assistance, not once in my entire freaking life. Even though I've paid into the system my entire life, self-employed taxes, all that stuff. But yeah, I worked my ass off to become a master parachute rigger, so that a bunch of lazy people that wanted to collect money could help ruin it. But yeah, they capitalized on that for sure, didn't they? I send you my warmest greetings back. It sounds very pleasant to hear you speak German. Thank you very much, and what a beautiful American flag to see. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I wish I could still speak German. I took German in high school, hoping when I went in the army I would get stationed in Germany. But when you have a solid plan like that, the U.S. government's going to send you to Korea, and then you're gonna learn a few words in Hangul, and that was about it. Um, how hard is it? Is it to learn parachuting? I mean, what's the learning curve? Everybody learns at a different pace. It's respectively easy, man. Actually, if you're relatively fit, you have basic body control stuff like that, and you can follow instructions. Yeah, you can skydive, man. How good you get is the variable, and as far as landing, man, it's if you can stop at a stop sign, you can land a parachute. It's that simple. It's not extreme lock. Right? I guess the difference is if you're not good at it, you're gonna end up with some nice crutches. But it's not very difficult. You can take like a 2 week vacation and go from zero skydives to your A license. Your A license is it's a 25 minimum jumps, and you have to pass a course. There's like a 8 hour ground training, and then you do 7 AFF jumps, and then you go into coach jumps. And assuming you pass everything, roughly about 25 skydives, you can do it in a week or two. I recommend going down to Florida. The weather is way more consistent, and you can pull it off a lot quicker. My German is rough anymore, but I was born in West Germany. Oh yeah, Matt, that's cool. Yeah, Matt was born in West Germany. That's awesome. And yeah, Matt's Army Airborne guy as well. So all right, gotta go. Y'all be safe. Have a good day out. Yeah, half empty. Thanks for hanging out. We do live chats every Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, and Sunday mornings. Well, we were doing 8 a.m., but I decided to start at like 7. Sometimes I'll start even earlier. It depends on, if I I like to get on here and chat it up with the guys that geek out on some gear and stuff. So Todd Carr, good morning. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. It's been a minute since I seen you. How are you doing, my man? Yeah, just getting caught up on the chat, guys. But yeah, yeah, skydiving is a relatively it's it's easier than you think, but some things are a little more difficult. Depends on how in tune you are physically with yourself and how committed you are. But likewise, it can go south fast. And yeah, just good example. Just a few days ago, a woman down in Atlanta, Georgia. She had 163 skydives, and that was it. She's done. She had they were under parachute, had a low altitude midair collision, caused the two parachutes to entangle. They were only at 800 feet. She cut away from her main parachute, and there was not ample altitude for the reserve parachute to deploy, and she did not survive that skydive. That was her last day of life. So, if you do choose to jump out of an airplane, realize every time you do it could be your last. It doesn't matter whether it's your first jump, whether it's 10,000 jumps, whether it's 20,000 jumps, whether you've got, 500 and something or 163 jumps. When your time is up in skydiving, your time is up. You will not walk away from it. You will become worm food. And that's just skydiving. You go ahead and try base jumping, and you just up the antes even more. Crispy Critter, good morning, man. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Do you send it abroad? Bruce Willis German. I thought he was. Pat was saying, Chris, half empty. Yeah, what happened there? Pat, you're messing with us. Oh, Rick Thornton, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Just crawling out of bed. Awesome, Crispy. How's your day going, my man? How's life treating you? That is sweet. Yeah, so yeah, 27 years of jumping on airplanes, man, and I highly recommend you don't do it. Not unless you got one hell of a reason to do it. I don't recommend it. Sorry, guys. And that's why, this woman, she had 3 kids, 48 years old. She's really getting to the point where she's, you know, enjoying the freedom of, post raising children and stuff like that. And yeah, that skydive was her last. That sucks. No, I don't really collect knives. I've got a few knives, obviously. But yeah, this is it. Multi-use variable. Um, they do get around. Yeah, and that's probably man, and that's awesome. I don't feel bad about that for a second, Pat. I know you got kids and stuff, man. Don't go skydiving. Don't do it. I think the only real application for that stuff is, as a military insertion method. Um, it has its benefits, but in the civilian world, it has no, like rock climbing. Man, I can't count the number of times I've been rock climbing in my life, and that's just absolutely stupid. There's no point in it. You climb up to the top just to come back down again to say I did it. I mean, it's a good workout, but it could be the end of you. You could get a good workout at the gym too. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting older and wiser and a little more conservative. I'm telling people to don't do the stupid stuff I've done. Most of the time, it's not worth it. Yeah, Slim Richmond. Yeah, your dad was a paratrooper. I know this might not be the right place, but I still wanted to cheer the American people up for Donald Trump. Re-election, great behind closed doors. More and more people are liking it. I think some people just have the need to. Yeah, and that's what it does, man. And it's a chemical experience. You feel alive because you get that dopamine rush. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like the adrenaline rush you get from doing stupid stuff is just phenomenal. It's awesome. It really you're gonna feel alive, but until you're not, that's the problem with it. Yeah, yeah. I guess I I I I I think every time I see something like that now come up where, another fatality in skydiving, I just like glad not to be doing it anymore. Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, yeah, I'm just glad not to be doing it anymore. Yeah, but weird, weird, weird. I just turned 50. Not a few months ago. I turned 50. Yeah, yeah, Pat, that's true. It does make other things feel mundane. Yeah, man. When I brought my daughter to there's that little Canopy Lake amusement park, with roller coasters and Ferris wheels and all that stuff. Yeah, it really wasn't all that exciting for me. Um, yeah, I kind of faked it on the roller coaster. I was like, looking at other people, and my daughter's like, "You having a good time?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm having a blast. Like this is it's not all that much when you're used to swooping and skydiving and rock climbing and stuff." So I started faking it. I was watching other people and they put their hands up, woo! So I started doing the same things, so I'd fit in and not look like some dude sitting there like a sack of potatoes on a roller coaster. Um, so um, yeah, and it was funny because after the ride, she's like, Dad, it's cool. I know you skydive, and this is probably boring to you, but and she was wicked cool about it. And yeah, yeah, my daughter's awesome. She's a cool kid. She's grown up now. What am I talking about? She's like an adult living her own life, and she goes off on her adventures and everything too. But um, yeah, man, I had to fake it on the roller coaster, and she totally called me out for it. Um, but yeah, very cool stuff. But yeah, it makes everyday life kind of boring, man. It's hard to yeah, yeah, when you're used to doing, 10, 15, 20 jumps a day, and but I'll tell you there's a certain peace of mind afterwards that yeah, I'm gonna um statistically I'm gonna see tomorrow. There's a higher chance I'm gonna get to tomorrow. Um G-force can be fun in its own right, in its own way. Yeah, yeah, man. G forces and harness turning and getting in the saddle and uh, you know, um, yeah, dropping in. I love downhill mountain biking stuff like that as well. But yeah, man, I've got tons of friends that aren't here, been broken, and all that stuff. Still at it on lunch. Yeah, yeah, we're still at it. We're hanging. We're actually going to be wrapping it up pretty soon. Grumpy Grunt's starting his live in a few minutes, but yeah, we're still at it. We're just hanging out, talking shop. Um, yeah, maybe we might have done a little troll bash. We actually haven't burnt anything in the house yet today, so that's good. That's a plus. Yeah, we've yet to burn anything, but same thing. Heroin addicts experience. Their dopamine is burnt out, so everything. That's all. Yeah, Pat. So yeah, I guess a career in skydiving is not much different than being a heroin junkie. Um, Thanks for that analogy, Pat. I'm no priceless, man. That's priceless, man. For everything else, there's Mastercard, but no, I know what you're saying, Pat. I'm just playing. You know that. Yeah, yeah. Very good point. Became an expert on opiates due to my friends being addicts. I'm uh, I'm lucky enough to never. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, that's something. If you can learn from your friends' mistakes, learn from your friends' mistakes. It's definitely yeah, that's a fact. You cannot go wrong with that. Yeah, learn from everybody else's mistakes. Um, yeah, how we doing, guys? I'm almost out of coffee, so this is good timing. Um, Pat, you got a link for Grumpy, or yeah, somebody got a link for Grumpy? I think we're gonna wrap this up one up today. Yeah, it's been real. It's been fun. We are definitely going to do it again. Still working aggressively towards building the channel, but we're working with what we have, as many of you know that. So we're trying to produce some content, but we don't want to produce waste of time content. But we're living it up. LC Melomaniac. Hello again. How you doing? Yeah, you're back. Welcome back. But yeah, we're wrapping it up. We're gonna get ready to go over to Grumpy Grunts live. Um, for those of you who know our friend Grumpy Grunt, awesome dude, always a good time. But yeah, he's gonna start his live up at 9:30. So I'm gonna take a few minutes and refill my coffee, kind of reset myself a little bit. Yeah, I hate talking about skydiving fatalities now. I think it didn't bother me for 20 something years. Now it does. I can't, whatever. I'm getting soft in my old age, guys. Not as much as Mrs. Bushcraft's brother, though. I don't know what's up with that, but um, yeah, I'll see you when you get home. Looking forward to dinner too. We're gonna have some fun with that, I'm sure. But yeah, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. Thanks everybody for hanging out. To all the regulars, thanks for your support. You guys are greatly appreciated, and I look forward to bringing you some much better content in the future. But we're gonna continue doing what we're doing. Yeah, Todd, thanks for dropping that link there. Todd just dropped the link for Grumpy Grunt. If you guys want to go over there, I'll be there as soon as I get a coffee and stuff. He runs a great live. I've been going to Grumpy Grunts live for quite a while. You'll see some other familiar names too if it's your first time heading there. But yeah, it's my Sunday morning coffee time with Grumpy Grunt, one of my favorite jarheads on the planet. Um, Great guy. Love to hang out there. So, but yeah. Thanks everybody for hanging out. We'll catch you on the next one, or we'll see you at Grumpy Grunts or someplace else, here or there on YouTube. It just goes on Todd's name. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, but yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out. We'll most definitely catch you on the next one. We'll see you soon, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. We might do a pop up live in the middle of the week or something. We're trying to put more together for the channel without being. God, I don't want to produce worthless content. That's one of my biggest fears. But we'll see you there, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Have an awesome week if we don't see you.